Hello, and thank you for joining me for this brief presentation covering some OER opportunities of Olin Library. I am recording this presentation on March of 2024, and until we record an updated presentation, this information should be accurate, but please reach out to a librarian if you have any questions. In this brief presentation today, I am going to cover some partnership opportunities for you or your department with the library, and I'm going to focus on two things specifically. One of those is our OER grant applications that are open and active. There are two options for that. I'll cover both of them. And our library publishing facilitation that is currently in place and forthcoming. So first we'll go over some OER grant application opportunities. We have two options for grants. One of those is an implement track. The other one is an explore track. The implement means that you're ready to go. You know the OER that you want to install into your course to replace a high-cost textbook resource. The explore is that you're thinking it might be a good idea to do that, but you're not sure what you would like to do that with or what resources there are available out there, but you're ready to take it into consideration. So let's focus first on the implement grant options. These are, again, when you know you have a resource in mind that you want to implement into your course. These could go under three different categories. One, you could incorporate something that already exists. This would be like an OER textbook that exists already on another platform, and you just want to make that your textbook materials for the course. An alternative to that is that you want to innovate. Maybe you want to combine multiple OER resources, or you want to take some videos you've seen somewhere with some open textbook materials you've seen somewhere else, and you want to create a, so to speak, course packet on open materials. That would be under the Innovate track. The other option is that you can create something original. You can author your own OER material. We'll help you publish that. We can publish it internally, but more on that later. But those are the three options for implementation. It doesn't matter which way you go in those three options. It needs to be a new instance of low cost, no cost. So that means that we need you in this grant application to be replacing a high cost textbook or high cost resource for your course, or it's the first time the course has ever been offered and then you want to implement the OER there. If you are already doing it, you have open materials in your course already, then unfortunately you're ineligible for the grant, but we do appreciate your commitment to OER. It is a 2-year commitment to do this grant, so you'll run on a 2-year cycle of 2 iterations. If you teach a course just in the fall, for example, you can do that in the first fall and the second fall. That's 2 iterations over a 2-year period. If you teach it every semester, you'll have 4 iterations, but you'll still have that 2-year period commitment. So it's a minimum of 2 years and a minimum of 2 iterations within that 2 years. We have made that less burdensome than previous grant iterations. So it used to be that it had to occur over 3 years, and there was a major planning phase as you were weighing against your other resource. This is an implementation, so it's going to happen immediately whenever that grant commences. So just be ready for that and know that it will last 2 years from that initial starting point. You'll be evaluated by a rubric. We'll share that rubric with you. You'll know what to expect in it. You'll know the questions we're going to ask, so you can tailor your submission to those questions. And we will also assign the award based on that grant, and that's how we'll evaluate all submissions. And you'll be assigned a support team. And you can reach out to a librarian at any point. It can be at the beginning of this process if you're just unsure of how exactly it works, but no matter, you always get a support team assigned to you through Olin Library in your implementation of this resource. The applications are rolling. They're active right now, and they always will be open and active, so you can submit at any point. You can even submit well in advance of when you would want these 2-year iterations to begin. Again, you can consult with a liaison librarian at any point before your submission to see if your ideas will fit within those grant parameters, and then just keep in mind that your grant will be granted by an impact factor. That impact factor is going to include things like the amount of students that are in the course. It's going to include things like how many times that course is offered. It'll also include things like what's the impact on the field, especially in the creation materials. So if you are authoring a new textbook that just simply does not exist from an open standpoint, nothing does for its subject matter, then that will weigh into the impact factor. So that is either you have something or you're going to create something and implement it right away. The alternative to that as a grant or from a grant standpoint is exploring what's out there. Now this is really a situation where you're seriously considering a change. Maybe you're really fed up with the amount that the textbook is costing for your course, or that the amount that it keeps rising every year as a course material cost, and you want to explore looking at other things, but you're not sure what to do. So from this grant, you'll get a librarian to help you immediately, and we will, the easiest way to remember this one is by the rule of 3. So you're going to review 3 products over 3 months with a team of up to 3 people. So let's say you want to replace a course packet software or a textbook. With the assistance of a librarian, if you need it, you will identify 3 products to review. Your current product can be one of those 3 products, so that would have a minimum of 2 that are open. Or if you say, I really want to just go in on open, then we can have all 3 of those be open products that are evaluated. You'll evaluate those over 3 months, so you're allotted 1 month for each review, and you can either embark on this as a solo operation, or you can do it in a team of up to 3 people. We will work with you on rubrics and assessment and work toward the common goal of replacing high cost textbooks and resources in your course with quality open materials. So again, the goal of this review is to get the best result with alignment moving forward for your department or for you, and knowing what is the best. And I do want to emphasize the best result is the goal here. It could be that what you're currently using is the best for your situation, and that's just something that we know and will accept. You could stay with that current product. You could suggest a move to OER. All of those are possibilities. You could even suggest that you might want to look at something else that wasn't even within the review, or that you've heard that might be the best solution. Either way, you can come up with your alternatives for assessment for this, or Olin Library faculty and staff can help you in your evaluation. I'm happy to share that we have joined the Open Education Network. We're also working right now on a publishing platform to host authored materials. We can send those through a peer review process. So if you want to write a textbook, we can have it peer reviewed. We will assign it an ISBN. It will go into the Open Textbook Library, and you will get data concerning the use of your book worldwide. It will be indexed externally from that system, and it will be highly discoverable. And the more unique that content is, like I was mentioning earlier in terms of that creation of material, if it is very unique, not a lot of open resources around it already, then it could be heavily used, not just internally, but externally as well. If you have any questions, please reach out to us here at Olin Library. We're very happy to help you. We would love to facilitate your grant application and work with you in your adoption of open educational resources. We appreciate the time for viewing. Thanks for stopping by.